I know we have some very pressing issues now, but considering last week's incidents, perhaps we should think about securing an heir, Your Grace. Years are passing by, and none of us are getting any younger. If you don't have a rightful heir, Ivo will be next in line. He's not a bad person, but it's likely Davern would just become part of a Tanner. Rest assured, Riley and I are working on an heir. At this age, it's not so easy anymore. Of course, 3 daughters is already plenty, Your Grace. Let me worry about this once we have dealt with Redovia. Alright, General, what do you got? Your Grace, I ran into a small bandit camp. They were keeping a merchant captive. Oh, thank God we got some gold. Oh, we're up to 13 gold. That helps. That's a big help. How may I be of service, Your Grace? I have done what you have asked. Yes, I know. With your help, I have managed to set up a network of connections to help with the distribution of our product. How does it feel to be a leader in the market? Our wares will soon take over the world. Alright. Got the army up to 450. He should be sending me gold now, too. I hear that your treasury isn't in the best shape, Your Grace. I wanted to offer you my services. Alright. I'll hold off on borrowing more money from him. This alliance gives us many benefits, Your Grace. We should expect an increase to our income at the end of the week. Your Grace, I come to you with a personal matter. You see, I have lost my only and beloved pig. She means the world to me. I have heard that you pay gold for the ones that we have lost. Is there any chance you can help out? Yeah, I'll send the General. Oh, wow. This guy was trying to swindle me. What a jerk. Your Grace, our village was on fire last week and you helped us. We have found assistance just in time. The chapel started to catch fire, but we managed to save it. I just wanted to bring you the greatest of blessings to you, Your Grace. We are forever in your debt. We are working on it, Your Grace. Thanks again. Could have given me something. Father, I was wondering if I could practice sword fighting again. Perhaps later in the gardens? You said we could do this, Father. Alright. Let's invite. When you make an alliance, the ally's name will turn green. But when you upset some lords, their name will appear in red. That usually means you can't ally with them anymore. That's fine. Let's bring Sir Frederick over. Get out of your throne. Let's go for a walk. Poke and catch. Yes, Father? Who is this? I see you already found someone to practice with. Well, I'm not going to wait for you all day, am I? I haven't seen you before. Who are you? This is Maya. Remember when I sneaked out to the wedding party? The one you were not supposed to go to? Well, yes. Anyway, that's when I met Maya. We had fun at the wedding. I thought it would be nice if she came to visit. Your Grace. See? I can never get her. Looking at you two, I think I know why Sedani wants to stab people. Is there any chance that you talked her into it? Oh, you've heard about the stabber. Don't look at me, Sedani. Come up with the name. Sedani really wanted to practice with us, but to talk her out of it, we had to come up with something else she could do. She should be happy she's not running around with a real sword, Father. Who taught you to fight like this, Maya? My father is a swordsman. He showed me a few tricks. And he lets you play with swords? Maya says you need to be ready when the enemy strikes. You never know when they will strike. Ha! That's what my father says. I can't quite place your accent. You're not from around here, are you? My parents are from Baravia. We were passing by and stopped in the capital for a couple of weeks. That's awfully far from here. Where are your parents now? They have business in the market. They won't let me venture around. Yes, they're traveling merchants, sort of. Maya was showing me some of the fancy sword tricks they learned from our journey. Interesting. A tradesman who knows how to fight. I would love to meet your parents one day. Tell them they have my invitation. Thank you, Your Grace. I will pass along the invitation. They'll surely be happy to visit. My pleasure. I will leave you to it. That's it. There's nothing to do anywhere else. I don't really have anywhere to send you. Right, there's nowhere to send this guy. Already inviting somebody. Lord Etten. Alright, so he gives me 6 gold, new inn, new market stalls, great taxes. I'm going to save and continue. I'm not going to buy the stables yet. Alright. Dear King and Don, the western woods near Branca are not uninvolved in your troubles. An uncommon object can lead you to the center. Be quick. Yours sincerely.
That boy. Why?
Alright. That's ominous. Let's see how Sir Frederick can help us. At your service, Your Grace. I'm looking for allies. Lord Joven mentioned you could help. Ah, yes. I have heard of your troubles, Your Grace. Radovians lack proper training, but gods know what they have at their disposal. My 80 men, 4 gold, and 2 supplies will be a great boon. As a noble knight, it is my duty to help those in need. However, I cannot allow liars taint the knight's honor. The battles for Brianna and Keldu. Under my command, the army of the two-headed bird was defeated. I have lost 3 fingers in my time. I have endured many broken bones. But Noski, not a single scar. Even the finest swordmen bear scars. Many have fought and died. That Noski, show me a single person who can confirm his accomplishments. Someone who actually saw him in a fight. For all we know, it's just a prettily worded lies. Noski is a deceiving liar, and I ask you to help me prove it. Ah, Quartallo. That fellow got well under your skin. Who is he? Noski the Dragon Slayer, he calls himself. He thinks he's a knight, but he's far from it. He usually travels around quite a bit, but I hear people have seen him around the tavern recently. If you meet him, he'll surely tell you some of the same story he tells everyone. There was something about a griffin and a tree. He sets the tree on fire. The big griffin comes and saves her cubs, but catches her wings on a fire, drops down, and he finishes her off. It doesn't matter. I've always the same story, different details. What is it that you need help with, did you say? Tell him he's a lickchaj in a nearby forest. The creature's just a story, and of course, it's not there. See what he says, though. If he brings you proof, then we catch him red-handed. Help me show everyone that he's really made of, and I will stand by your side. One more battle. Alright. Peasant. Your Grace, a traveling merchant here. I'm selling rather exclusive wares if you're interested. Silk, perfumes, books, whatever your soul might desire. Something tells you, yeah. 2 packs for 12, definitely. Should be able to flip that for more money, because I'm a drug-dealing king. Your Grace, I wanted to see you about some of my missing potatoes. Someone must have stolen them. I think I know who it was. But they say only 1 request per visit, and it seems like I have a much bigger problem now. I come from far, and by the time I arrived I was very tired. I wanted to get some rest, and I sat down on the fine chairs in the hall. I know I shouldn't have, but the gods have punished me already. I've sat down on some living pincushion, it would seem. Oh no! Killed the hedgehog! Squeaked, and I jumped right away. When I stood up, my bottom was all covered in spikes. And not only that, but I feel very ill, weak even. I fear the chair creature has poisoned me. What can I do? The stabber. The stabber? Oh no, it sounds serious. I'm not sure what we can do here. I know about brewing potions. I can help with magical knowledge. These I dabble in wound seals. A witch. Aye, some may call me that, although I prefer to see myself as, well, well-read woman at your service. What's the catch? She's not going to cost me anything, that's fine. Another peasant. Hey! I unlocked the witch. Your Grace, Pendle, our village, has been raided. There were men dressed in red and black, with a beast's head pierced by a spear on their banners. That's a Redovian army for certain, Your Grace. This means they are getting closer to us, or perhaps they're just teasing us. Teasing? People being killed, maimed and enslaved, is just teasing? Your Grace, it didn't look like an entire battalion. It must have been just a small squad. Send us your men, we can fight back. You're clearly emotional, but we have to look at the bigger picture here. If we fight them off, they will certainly get angry and fight back with more force. We don't want to start the battle early, and tolerating their attacks may encourage them to carry out more. Your Grace, you have to do something about this. We just can't let them trample our lands. I'll give the supplies. Well, he didn't seem too happy. He did not seem happy. Your Grace, we hear of the upcoming battle. It's a perfect time for us to gain some coin and an opportunity for you to get some help. We're mercenaries, 22 skilled men at your disposal for only 16 gold. I don't have the money. Let's bring Etten here. Let's send our general here. And let's go check on our daughter, who's going to be pretty upset about the hedgehog. Your Grace? City, your hedgehog passed away. The stabber? Oh no, this is all my fault. I shouldn't have sent him on a mission. I knew he wasn't ready. Tell me, did he complete his mission at least, his final quest? What mission, Zanani? Did you send a hedgehog on a mission? Yes, an undercover mission. He was meant to scout the area, retrieve information, and return to me. This way, if he helped me, I would owe him a promise, like the story, Father. They hardly follow any instruction. That is why they're good. No one suspects a hedgehog. How else is he supposed to help me? Please don't send any more hedgehogs on missions. The last one stabbed the peasant I had to deal with. But I was so close to turning him into a prince. Now Lercy will never come back. Well, I suppose you're right. Forgive me, Your Grace. Nothing is as elegant as fearless as a cat, as dusty. Next time I will find a fiercer agent. I will train him, and he'll be at my command. The stabber's efforts were not in vain. Oh, Sene, my pumpkin. Your Grace, how can I help? Alright, let's advance the week. Yeah, I don't have anything for this agent to do, so we'll advance the week. Lane of the Witch is costing 11. Army upkeep is costing a lot. At least we're going to get some money soon. Your Grace, the wooden hut in the forest appeared to be some sort of kitchen for preparing spices. It was abandoned. We searched the place and found this file hidden under the flooring. Did you find anything else? No, Your Grace. The place was empty apart from lots of dried rosemary. Thank you. How may it be a service, Your Grace? 11 gold? I spent 12 on the gold and I only got 11 back? Oh, okay. So it was 11 per sack, so 22. I paid 12. $10 profit. 10 gold profit. I'm cool with that. Your Grace, we don't know how this happened. The creature, the witch from the forest, she escaped, Your Grace. Someone opened her doors. Idiots. Some fools brave enough to seek the eternal wisdom. We all knew the eternal wisdom was just a hoax. We knew she was nothing but an old hag. But some young boy, he fell to the tale. And now, Babushka is out of the woods. Your Grace, you don't know about Babusha? She's, well, a witch, an old hag, older than anyone knows. She's been around forever. She is short and crooked. Her bony legs barely support layers of our old, wrinkly skin. She has a long, hooked nose. Her nostril hairs are so long, they hang down to her breasts. Ugh. She wears a snakeskin coat and a scarf around her head, with tiny bones attached carefully to each strand. As she walks, the bones clatter against the other clicky-de-clock, clicky-de-clock. She lives in the woods, although no one has seen her for many years. The legend has it that she used to lure children into the forest and eat them. But some legends also say she gives eternal wisdom to the whom is brave enough to look at her in the eyes. What can I do about this? I'm not sure, Your Grace. In the village, she transcribed these words on our doors. Turn your back on the forest, your front to me. She also leaves old chicken legs on our doorsteps. We're afraid she's going to come for our children. Every night someone hears the clicking. She might be preparing some kind of spell. I can send the general. Your Grace, more and more people gather to pray. We can't fit everyone into the barn no more. We wanted to build a new shrine, but we need some help inviting holy spirits to the place. It will be in the favor of the gods. I don't need Metapod. The fields will be more fertile, the monsters will be kept at bay, and the evil spirits will avoid our village. If you can, aid us with the court witch and some gold for the pay for the materials, we will be forever grateful. I'll send the witch. Alright, people are getting happier. My army's growing. My wife wants to speak to me. Darling. A letter arrived suggesting something suspicious happening near Branca. I've had a general explore the location he found this file. The substance inside could be what poisoned Talus. Its ingredients could lead us to the killer. Perhaps take this file to the court witch and see if she can help us. I think I dispatched her already, so I can't really do that. Right? Yeah, I dispatched her. I can't really do much. Alright, we're gonna call Noski, and we're gonna try to trap him in a lie. And that's good, we'll advance. Up to 64 gold. We'll pay for the stables now. Week 19. Your Grace, it is I, Noski, the Dragon Slayer, bowing low before you. Also known as Graphos the Great, Wanos the Wise, Peter the Powerful. The royal wedding was fantastic. Well, until, you know, fiery. I'm so glad you're here. My heart beats, it flutters at just the knowledge that you're watching me right now. Well, until you know, the food was first class, but amongst all of the pleasures, I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. Oh, yeah. Stitchy, welcome back. How was work? I didn't quite catch that. Who are you again? But have you never heard of me? It is I, Noski the Dragon Slayer. I killed the dragon in the Eastern Forest. Would you like to hear about my fierce battle with the foul worm, Your Grace? With pleasure. I'm all ears. The beast was fast. Its sharp claws could tear human skin with absurd ease. I stole into its forest home with great care and planned a path to its defeat. The dragon's nest was at the very top of the mighty oak tree, overlooking a rushing river. Clever as I am, I noticed that the nest was full of hatchlings. Oh man, that would have been such a good find. Such a good find. I'm glad the dashes went well. Hope it was a peaceful night for you. Clever as I am, I noticed that the nest was full of hatchlings. Mucky little dragon puppies. I chopped down the tree while the big one wasn't there. The great oak creaked, groaned, and fell straight into the furious river underneath, taking the dragon's young with it. The squeak of the little dragons carried far into the big beast herself appeared, desperately trying to save her babies from the brutal current. She kept crashing into the boulder one after the other. At last, she dragged her battered body onto the shore, but the weakened creature was no match for my mighty arm, and the beast was no more. After all, wit and brains come before strength and fist. Remember that, kids. I mean, Your Grace. Impressive, isn't it? After that, and the other adventures, of course, I traveled to Davin seeking further challenges. So I've come straight to the king. Now tell me, Your Grace, what evil creatures await me here staining your beautiful land? Peasants mention the occasional basilisk or some other monster. All of these nightmares are nothing to our real problem, Rodovia. Well, I've never heard of such a creature. What is it? What does it do? Emit gas? Crush men's bones under the heavy hooves? $34 an hour. It's so good. It's so good. Breathe fire? An army from behind the tall mountains. They aim to claim Davern as their own. An army? I see. Well, that is a hell of a challenge. I can help, though. They call me Graphos the Great for a reason. Over the years of my adventurous career, I have met a lot of people. Even more owe me their lives. I will give you all that I can. Soldiers, supplies, I will stand at your side in the battle. I reckon I can gather 180 men. And 5 supplies will also come in handy. I'm sure. And in reckon I ask for... Oh, absolutely nothing at all. I'm a noble, upstanding knight. I live to serve, help, and, well, be famous. Noski aiding the king of Davin in a real battle. They will write fine songs about this. It looks like an animal tooth. Would you know anything about it? That is an impressive tooth. It must have been one hell of a beast. Do you know where such a tooth could come from? Oh, I wish I could tell you a heroic story about defeating such an imposing beast, Your Grace. Sadly, I can't, because this tooth is not one for my collection. I don't think so, anyway. I wish it was, though. Can I buy it off you? Absolutely not, Noski. I need the stoop to prove my innocence to King Ivo. Maybe the royal trial. I found this near Branca. Can you tell me anything about it? I used to buy poison vials from merchants to use on monsters. I don't buy them anymore. They never worked. I haven't seen such an elegant vial before, though. Looks important. We have a problem with a monster. Aha! So you have your own monster, Your Grace. Lukja is the name. It's a small creature. Imagine a pig, but hairy, with long claws and horns. They can be dangerous, but for me it will be a piece of cake. You can expect my return shortly. Your Grace, I'm a sorcerer from the market. Your petitioners often visit me if you refuse to help them. I aid as many people as I can for very little in return. It's often not enough to cover all the ingredients I need for potions. As it stands, I'm out of most of my ingredients at the moment, and the queue to my place isn't any shorter than yours. Would you please be able to help with extra gold? I can't help you. Oh, I lost 5. Oh, that was a big drop. That sucked. Ooh, we got a bard. To you I come, a truly humble kind. I hope I find you well, in good shape and mind. Your Grace, this is Torlando, a rider known across many halls and taverns. Excuse me, not just Torlando. I am Torlando the Wonderful, writer and poet, recognized in all kingdoms experiencing the artistic renaissance, the popularity of whom is discussed even in kingdoms of stagnant growth, including Yels, Calaldo, Baravia, and Redovia, of which I will remain silent for the known reasons. Very well, what can I do for you? Your Grace, if I may. I'm working on my latest release, but I have no clue how to finish this piece. It's a story about royal intrigues, oaths of the past, foolish peasants, and passionate lust. May I honor you with my latest work? I'm open to art of all kinds. The poem is entitled Kupalaknaka. The moon shines so bright, high up in the sky. Kupaka night is upon us. Laughter and music can be heard outside, but the weary night may not rest. Inside the castle, there's no frivolous joy. The fatal matter must be solved. The night is short, the time of the year, so let's make the best of it while we can. Fire, pleasure, and delight will rule this night. That is fantastic, bravo. Thank you, Your Grace. Although I am not surprised that you find this so delightful, the problem is I cannot continue. I have hit a wall and I cannot write at all. I'm desperate for some true inspiration. I strongly believe that seeing your general patrolling would get the mighty juices rolling. Therefore, I beg of you, please, allow your general to join me to get the fresh out of the squeeze. 2 weeks. And another peasant. Your Grace, part of the village was flooded. Luckily, no one got hurt, but our homes were devastated. We can use some gold to buy resources to rebuild our houses. Yeah, I can spare 12 gold for that. Hopefully that means I get some happiness back from the people. Let's invite Violet. Has anybody else played this game before? Because it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Army Upkeep, Land of the Witch, Dragon Slayer, Lord Etten, Training Grounds, Lady Ada. I do not have many resources right now. No, I forgot. I was going to download it today during lunch, and instead I played Animal Crossing for some reason. So I totally forgot about the Kirby demo. Did you play it? Is it any good? It was on Game Pass, so I decided to give it a shot. Dear Father, my husband King Ivo is very good to me. He has done everything to make me feel at home. I spend most of my days reading books and learning about Etana. King Ivo wishes me to grow familiar with their traditions. We start each day with a prayer, followed by a rich, lavish breakfast. Later, I learn more about the history of Etana and its geography. Last week, I met Paloma, the king's mother. She's poorly, but King Ivo says she will continue his father's quest until we find a cure for the illness. Is it truly open world, or is it more like Mario 3D World, where it's like open segments, but not fully open world?
Oh, that boy.
Ask her about Dusty.
Oh,
Your Grace, I've returned from Babushka Village. I stayed out of the 2 nights with my men. Nothing happened apart from some foxes going through the rubbish. We didn't find anything but the village, so they felt safer with us. Oh, that was a waste of time. I've helped your worshippers, Your Grace. There are a lot of people gathering in the new shrine now. Thank you, Lenny. Your help is always appreciated. Did I get anything for that? Your Grace. I hear you'll fight with the Beast Face. We are preparing for the battle with Rodovia. You heard well. I don't know if I call it open world. It feels a little more linear in structure than trailers. Yeah, I read somewhere that it felt like more like 3D world, where it's not really an open world, but like just a free roaming area, and you just move from like world to world. So, but that didn't really matter to me much. Kirby games I always found to be pretty fun. They're easy, but they're fun. The name's Violette. My elders have fought with the beast many years before me. I've heard they brought some Rodovian dog here to your castle. Shame you had to dispatch him. I was hoping I could deal with him myself, but one will not cry over a dead cat. I want to reward you with your bravely actions. I will give you all that I can to aid you with the battle of the Beast Face. 3 gold and 150 army, of course. Remember, Rodovia is nothing but reek from the buttocks, and we don't want the round, do we? Oh, one more thing, Your Grace. My deal is off the table if you elap any of these dogs. Make no mistake about that, Your Grace. I found this in my wine cellar. You can tell me about it? Ooh, there's one bit of a tooth. 'Tis beautiful is all I can tell you, Your Grace. I'm sorry I'm no much help. I found this near Branca. Can you tell me anything about it? I ain't ever been to Branca. It looks pretty nasty, though. Okay. So she's innocent. Your Grace, where I come from, there's an odd fog surrounding the nearby forest. Anyone who goes in the fog disappears without any trace. A few local adventurers came forward. They said they would find the only one responsible, but they never came back. We're thinking the father turns people into frogs, bugs, and anything. There's plenty of them in the forest, but no signs of the people who go in there. I'll send the witch. Hey, +3. I don't like wishy-washy. Oh, Your Grace, my boy, my dearest grandchild, got himself into big trouble, Your Grace. He asked me not to come here, but I don't know where else to go. He's been involved with the Oracle dust sales for a long time. It's harmless, he told me. Only selling to begin with, but he recently started using it as well. He was over the moon, so happy and giggly at first. Even tried convincing me to use it to relax, but I am no lady to get involved in this nasty business. Now he's very ill, Your Grace. Can't leave the bed, my poor baby. Ah, see? This is the problem. I become a drug dealer, and now my people are using it. I can't spare the witch, and I can't spare the gold. -6. He's currently away. We'll invite Masha. We'll send the general here. See what it gets us. We will see if there's anyone to talk to. Nobody to talk to, so we will advance a week. Alright, so Rodovia comes in 9 weeks. I need to up my supplies. Badly, I need to up my supplies.